Hello everybody, it's Janice Davies here again. I'm the Attitude Specialist and I would like to introduce you to Anne again. Anne Andrews is my mentor and this is our second coffee break chat, and what we're talking about is the global book that Anne has created called What's Next, with predictions for 2011 and 2012. So Anne, who are we going to be talking about today?
Well, last week I just talked in generic terms really about the book, but this week I really want to hone in on one of the people who contributed their predictions. And the person I've chosen today is Dr. Ivan Misner. Ivan is the man who started BNI, which is Business Networking International. There are small groups of people, literally all over the world, who meet for breakfast once a fortnight or something and swap leads. They refer people to each other. And each group has only one of each profession. So there'll be one hairdresser, one plumber, one computer technician or whatever. And so each group is a little microcosm and they do business together. So in Dr. Ivan's predictions in the What Next book, he's talking about three areas. One is integration, one is education, and the other is association.
And you're going to explain all those to us, Anne?
I'm going to explain one of them
One
to
of
you.
them, okay,
yeah, because
right.
it's such fabulous stuff and it's really worth reading. So I'm going to talk about the integration, because what he's talking about is just as those small groups of people can form those groups and share leads and do business together in the real world, in the living world, he is now predicting that that will happen much more online. And yes, we're all familiar with the online world, but he is predicting much more formal groups of people who will actually work together and do business together. And what was really fascinating was the book itself was exactly that kind of thing. I have a business called the Corporate Toolbox, and I represent over 200 contributors throughout the world who share their business books and business ideas and business tips and tools. And I sent an email out to all of them and said, would you like to give me your predictions for doing business in 2011 and 2012? Because it's been a rugged couple of years.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah.
And Dr. Ivan Misner, who's probably the busiest of all of us, was the first person back, which was absolutely brilliant. But what happened as a result of the book was, because everybody that contributed got a copy of the book to then send out to their database, really unusual things started happening. Another author, a man who lives in Australia, actually approached me and said, would it be all right if he sent the link to the book out to his database? And I said, of course. I mean, that's the whole point of doing it, is get it out there.
So this man actually wasn't in the book?
He is in the book.
Oh, right,
yes,
okay.
He is in
yes,
the book,
yes,
but
yes,
he
yeah.
isn't one of my authors that I know terribly well.
Oh, okay, right, yes, yeah.
So he kind of came out of the woodwork a little bit. And so he sent it out to his database, and I literally watched the subscribes coming in, the opt-ins coming in, and in probably 36 hours, there was just under 200 people downloaded that book as a result of that one man sending it out to his database.
And if I got this right, is that similar to the email that you forwarded me and I've sent out something similar to my database?
It is indeed, Janice. Thank you very, very much.
Okay, and what I did with my database when I sent it out, I changed the headline and I had the most click-throughs for my email as well, and then they clicked through to download your book. So it was about getting the information correct for everybody online. Yeah.
So really that's the possibility for all of us. And I said, just to come back to his tip on the integration, there is nothing to stop anyone talking to people in their sphere or their niche, or people who are in their tribe or are passionate about the same topic, actually getting together to do something together online. And interestingly enough, when I started the Corporate Toolbox, which was my way of putting my HR consultancy online, because I'm not getting any younger and I was starting to think in terms of, you know, retirement and pension plan and all of that kind of thing. What happened as a result of that is, because I'm not a technology person, I have built a team of 9 people around me. 7 of them I've never even met. 5 of them are out of the country, you know, in different parts of the world. And I've built a business through literally this integration thing. So I guess the big point is, first of all, go to the Corporate Toolbox site. That's www.thecorporatetoolbox.com. Download the book, What's Next. predictions by 29 successful entrepreneurs on what's coming over the next 2 years, 2011 and 2012, because it has been a hard few years. And I guess the biggest thing I wanted to do with the book was actually spread some hope. It's very easy to tap into all the doom and gloom. So go and download the book. And of course, what I'm inviting people to do is send me their thoughts.
Absolutely.
You can be part. Anybody can be part of the next one of these books.
Absolutely.
And look at the people that's going to reach across the globe. So let's integrate.
Absolutely. And it's interesting, as there has been a change of the business in the business world after the recession. One of my changes as well has been that I don't want to do the travelling as much as I did before. I've created a lovely place that I live, and I would much rather be at home now rather than be travelling the world with my business. And so the similar sort of thing, it's creating a new business and taking it global, which certainly is happening for me as well.
Absolutely.
And being in the What Next ebook with the predictions and having my own prediction in there has been sort of a huge kudos for me as well, and lovely to associate with all those people. So what's your last tips there, Anne, that you can share with everybody?
Is, don't tap into the doom and gloom. That's my biggie. Please don't do that. Because just as some businesses are dying, others are emerging. I mean, there's always new business being created every single day. Talk to people around you, get to know people. Social networking is absolutely the way to go. Every single author in that book has come about through a little bit of physical networking. I mean, Janice and I knew each other before the book, but most of those people in that book I've never met. I've just met them online. So, get into it.
Get out there and go out and do it. So thank you everyone for listening, and we will see you next time. Thank you, Anne, again for chatting with us.
You're very welcome.
Thanks.